Welcome back. Here's a CNBC TV18 exclusive. Campbell Wilson, who's the newly appointed MD and CEO of Air India, tells Shireen Bhan that gaining 30% market share is a 5-year project. He also says that while Air India may look quite different in the future, it can leverage multiple brand assets from a 90-year history, including the beloved Maharaja. Listen in.
So bringing leased aircraft in is one. As I say, we've got some already signed. We're in conversation for more. So yes, it's a 5-year project to get to 30% market share. There's various ways to do it, but we're quite confident, well, we're very confident of doing so. And yes, it's going to be step by step. As I say, all those ones and twos will add up.
Mm-hmm. But in the near term, like 2023, what do you believe you're going to be able to do in terms of improvement, both in terms of market share as well as some of the other metrics that I know you're keen to focus on-time performance and so on and so forth?
Well, the intake of aircraft and the restoration of grounded aircraft will necessarily lead to an increase in capacity. Whether that leads into an increase in market share obviously depends on what other players in the market do. But the things that are under our control, we're putting in place. With respect to on-time performance, Air India didn't have a good reputation, let's be fair. There were many, many reasons for that. Systems, processes, focus, aircraft availability, reliability, all of these things. But I'm pleased to say that since April, when we were 6th in the domestic market, in September, we have finished provisionally first. The results are going to be officially coming out today or tomorrow. So we'll be first or second, hopefully first. And if we are first, that will be the first month since at least 2014 that Air India was #1. We only went back to 2014. We didn't have records before, so it might even be longer than that. But #1 for September.
Just in terms of communication, advertising, marketing, is that going to be a key focus area? What is going to be the brand promise that you now make to customers?
Well, the brand promise has to be substantiated by capabilities, in fact. And so, yes, the future Air India might carry, might look a little bit different. It might represent itself in a slightly different way. But that's something for the future to be determined. Certainly no decision.
Is the Maharaja coming back or not?
Well, the Maharaja is still there. We have many, many assets after 90 years of heritage. We have many, many assets that are at Air India's disposal, and we want to use them all to their best advantage. At the same time as we represent the company in a modern way that represents India in the way India is today and wants to be represented overseas. Nod to the past, but also acknowledge the future and acknowledge who we're competing against. Air India was the best airline in the world in the late 60s. But doing now what we did then wouldn't make us the best airline in the world. We have to benchmark against the best and do what it takes to get there. And there's every resolve and commitment, both from the employees as well as from shareholder. And certainly that's my mission, to make sure we get there.